before we make Karen pack up her things into a bag for life and get the number 83 home, we've got just enough time for one final fix of Choreography Corner. Oh, welcome back, Karen! Our last Choreography Corner of the series. Let's not cry, we'll save that. We've had enough tears this week. Let's get on with the second dances. First up, let's talk about Frankie and Kevin and their Argentine tango. She went from being the lovely little innocent ballerina to one heck of a passionate woman. Which side to Frankie do you prefer?
I like this stronger woman, but we've got to highlight how difficult that is to do in one night. Normally one dance, one focus, one clear vision. To go from something so balletic and tranquil and soft to this incredible, powerful music that was just brilliant. Mentally and physically, to be able to make that change was incredible. But we've said before, get the right music, get the right choreography, and you can win the show with it.
Incredible stuff. Another disagreement, though, here amongst the judges about Frankie's leg action. Did you see what Craig meant about Frankie's free leg?
Yes, the freedom and the use of the legs. Over the series, we have often touched on her leg positioning. But what I think Craig was on about here is when we see a great Argentine tango, the leg just seems to be a reaction of an action that's come from the upper body, and it starts really from the knee and creates more of a whipping action. So if we have a look at what we've got here on this lovely clip, it's not bad, but it just looks slightly heavy, and it looks as though she's moving her feet again, where actually we want the knees, and then she seems to master it again. Look how fast this suddenly goes again. So it goes from a very slow and heavy, potentially what Craig was looking at, to her suddenly going, oh, maybe I'm not flicking my legs enough, and then once the legs were flicking, I mean, she looked fabulous. It was a fantastic number, great, intense, intricate choreography, beautiful lift work, together with that great music, and that's what we said, that's what will bring the points in.
Good work. Mark and Karen and their rumba, another score of 33 for lovely Mark without his shoes on. Len said he wanted a little bit more recognisable rumba. Did you agree?
This was potentially the biggest gamble of the show, and in any series I've ever seen. It is something that we do in show work. Occasionally we'll see a couple take their shoes off, but it affected everybody emotionally, but Len would still not let it go. All they needed to do, if we take this little clip here where Mark's walking forward, if he'd have accented his hip action a bit more, and if he'd have worked his hips a bit more, that would have pleased Len. The problem is, you take the shoes off, it's really hard to glide across the floor. These shoes are designed for a special reason, to help you glide and move. So it would have been, he would have had sort of a contemporary steppy movement. He would have got Len on his side with this great number if he'd have just had a bit more of the technique. Remember, we're going up against Frankie and people like that.
Yeah.
It just needed but a huge
just that
gamble.
little something. Craig gave them a 9. Can breaking from tradition and breaking away from the boundaries pay off, do you think? Did it pay off here?
Again, gamble, but we love gambles on Strictly. We love nothing more than a surprise. And I think what was so clever, we know Karen broke down. In her mind, she was saying, this is a gamble, it's got to work, it's got to work. She heard what the judges said and she broke down because she felt the gamble had broken and gone against her. When it came to the dance-off, I mean, even I was emotional. I think I tweeted about it. I said, I've never been so emotional. But she connected that music with that choreography, with that special twist. It just gave it something a little bit different, like marketing. It stood out, it said, I'm different, and I think that's what could have just twisted Len at the end to give that
final.
mark. Exactly.
Nice work, Mark and Karen. Simon and Christina, his second dance of the night, Foxtrot, and it was such a joy.
It was beautiful. Again, very clever, because he's only just danced the American Smooth not long ago. She used that upbeat song again. So if you have a look at what we've chosen here, where he's picked up a piece of choreography. I just love this. I love his top line. I love the movement across the dance floor. Again, we got the body shaping. We've got him in control of Christina, which we've always said from the beginning. That's pretty hard to do.
I know.
My gosh.
Many have tried.
And so I'm not surprised. He's connected with the audience at home, and they've said, we don't want you down in the bottom two. And that's what we got. That show number was absolutely beautiful.
Well done, Simon. Carolina Pasha and their salsa, finally a 40, the first of the series. Everybody went crackers for flackers. This was so well deserved. She was brilliant, wasn't she?
It was phenomenal and brought back a memory for me. In the semi-final, I remember doing a dance. It all went wrong with Mark Ramprakash, and it was our second dance, and I gave him this big thump on the arm, and I said, this is our last chance. If you want it, you got to fight for it. And that's what I felt here. They knew they'd made all those blunders, but my goodness, they came out with this salsa. The speed of her turns. She's got personality. She's living the dream. She's hitting the lines. She's selling them, and she's got the beautiful release. So she had everything. Technique, talent, choreography, intricacy, full package, and Craig gave in. He gave that 10.
Out it came. Wasn't it worth the wait? Karen, you have been such a joy. We've got you a little something, Guido. We just wanted to give you some flowers and say how much we love you and good luck with the baby. We will see you on Friday, briefly. I know, you can have one of those. It's our gift.
It's for me for my baby.
For now, Karen Hardy.